My fiancée wanted space, and her daughter wanted me gone. So I vanished. Now they're begging me to come back. But I've already moved on. Hello Reddit I+ here. I never thought I'd be the guy to write one of these. But here I am, coffee in hand, still trying to process how everything unraveled, how I disappeared, and how they now want me back like nothing ever happened. Let me take you back about a year and a half ago. I, 36M, was engaged to a woman named Rachel, 39F. We'd been together for 3 years. She had a teenage daughter from a previous marriage, Chloe, 17F. When we started dating, things felt right. Rachel was kind, funny, grounded. Chloe was standoffish at first, but I figured that was typical teenage stuff. What I didn't realize was that Chloe never accepted me, not from the beginning. She was polite enough when Rachel was around, but cold when it was just the two of us. Comments under her breath. Glares. Once I caught her deleting my messages on Rachel's phone, but I let it slide. I chalked it up to her adjusting to someone new in their lives. Rachel always told me she just needs time, and I believed her, but time only made it worse. By the 2nd year of our engagement, Chloe became outright hostile. She once told me flat out, "You're not my dad. You never will be. We were fine before you showed up." Still, I stayed, because I loved Rachel. I supported her while she went through a layoff, helped Chloe with school applications, and even offered to cover her first semester of college. I bent over backward, trying to be part of that family. Then came the conversation that flipped my world upside down. Rachel sat me down one night in early spring and said, "I need space." Just like that. No build-up, no fight, just a glass of wine in her hand and a blank stare on her face. She said she felt smothered, that she needed to rediscover herself, that Chloe didn't feel comfortable with me around, and that maybe some distance would help. I asked her straight, "Is there someone else?" She swore there wasn't, said it wasn't about another man. It was about clarity, but deep down I knew, so I did what she asked. I packed my things and left. No big dramatic exit, no shouting, just silence. But I didn't just leave the apartment. I disappeared from their lives entirely. I deactivated social media, changed my number, transferred to another city where my company had an opening. New job, new apartment, new everything, gone, just like they wanted. Now fast forward 18 months. Life's good now. I've been seeing someone, Jenna, for almost 6 months. No drama, no tension, just two adults who enjoy each other's company and communicate like grown-ups. Then last month, I got an email from Rachel. Subject line, "Can we talk?" I almost deleted it, but something in me hesitated. I opened it. It was short. "I know I hurt you. A lot has happened. Chloe wants to apologize too. Can we meet?" I ignored it. A week later, another email. This one more desperate. "I made a mistake. I listened to Chloe when I shouldn't have. She admitted she pushed you out. She was scared of change and manipulated me. I see that now. I was wrong." I still didn't reply. Then I got a call. From a number I didn't recognize. Voicemail. It was Chloe, this same girl who once told me I was nothing. Now she was crying on the voicemail, saying she missed me, that I was the closest thing to a real father she ever had, that she ruined things out of fear, and now that her real dad had ghosted her again, she realized what she lost. I won't lie. Hearing her breakdown hit me in the gut, but I didn't call back. Here's the kicker. I ran into one of Rachel's old friends by pure coincidence at a tech expo 2 weeks ago. She recognized me and asked how I was. Then she said something that made my blood boil. "So, did Rachel ever tell you she was seeing someone during that space phase?" My face must have said it all because she backtracked fast. "Oh God, you didn't know? I just assumed she was with some guy, Brent or Blake or something. Chloe loved him. Didn't last long though, he ghosted after a few months." There it was. The clarity she needed had a name. Brent. Rachel didn't ask for space. She asked for options. And when that option didn't pan out, she suddenly remembered I existed. I finally replied to her email. "Rachel, I'm glad you and Chloe are reflecting, but I'm not the same man you pushed out. I'm not interested in revisiting a chapter that ended the way ours did. I've moved on. I hope you find peace. No anger, no insults, just closure." She replied within 5 minutes, begging to meet just once. I didn't answer. Final thoughts. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is disappear. Let them feel the silence they created. Let them sit in the space they thought they wanted. I gave them exactly what they asked for. And now, they're knocking on a door that no longer exists. I sent that final email to Rachel, where I told her I had moved on and wished her peace. I thought that was the end of it, but it wasn't. 2 days later, I got a message from an unknown number. I normally don't open them, but the preview said, "You don't know the whole story. Please read this. I'm sorry." It was from Chloe. Again, but this time, she didn't want me back. She wanted to confess something. She wrote, "You have every right to hate me, but I need you to know what really happened. The night you left, Mom didn't just tell you she needed space. That whole conversation, it was scripted. I helped her rehearse it. We planned it for a week. She had already started seeing someone. His name was Brent. And I didn't want you around to interfere. I told her I'd refuse to live with you if she didn't end it. I said I'd go live with Dad. I didn't think you'd actually leave. I thought you'd fight for her. I thought you'd yell or beg. When you just packed up and vanished, it scared me. But it also made me realize that I might have destroyed the only real stability I ever had. I read that message 5 times. The pain wasn't from the betrayal. It was the premeditation. The fact that Rachel, this woman I loved, rehearsed breaking my heart like it was a school play. That her daughter coached her through it, while I was still paying for her college prep, making dinners, and organizing Rachel's birthday party. I was a fool in real time. And they watched me go, silent and satisfied. Now they wanted to rewrite history. Here's where things went nuclear. That weekend, Rachel showed up at my office. I don't know how she found my new address. Maybe from a mutual friend. Maybe she hired someone. But there she was, in the reception area, holding a folder and crying. I told security to escort her out. I wasn't about to be ambushed. But curiosity got the best of me. That folder? It wasn't just apology letters or pictures of old memories. It was a prenup. A prenup I had drafted a month before she asked for space. We were planning to sign it before setting a wedding date. What I didn't know was that Rachel had secretly consulted a lawyer and tried to find loopholes in it. How did I find out? In the folder, she had accidentally included an email chain between her and her lawyer. I don't think she meant to show me. I think she brought the folder to make some grand emotional gesture, but forgot to remove the printout. The email said things like, "We need to remove the clause about assets acquired during the engagement. If he leaves, does that void his legal claim to the condo we're currently living in? If I say I want space, does it count as abandonment for cohabitation laws?" That space she wanted? It was a setup for financial gain in case we broke up, and when I left without a fight, without a single claim to her property or money, she probably thought she'd won the game. Now here she was, asking me to come back. Why? Because Brent left her. Chloe's real dad ghosted her again. And the financial plan fell apart because I never took the bait. The mask cracked. And what lay underneath wasn't remorse, it was regret. Regret that I didn't play the role of the bitter, angry man. Regret that I didn't lash out and give her a legal reason to squeeze me for more. And maybe, just maybe, regret that I became the one who got away clean. I texted Rachel one last time. "You rehearsed my heartbreak with your daughter. You strategized my exit like a chess move. You wanted me to fight, to break, to cling to you. I didn't. I vanished. And now you're haunted by silence. Stay there." Then I blocked her. I told Jenna, my current partner, everything. And instead of questioning me or judging me, she just said, "Thank you for surviving it. Let's never let that back in." It's been 2 months since all that happened. I heard from a mutual friend that Chloe dropped out of her dream school. Rachel is back living with her sister. Apparently Brent had another family the whole time, and when Rachel found out, he cut ties. The people who asked me to disappear now live in the wreckage of their own manipulation. And me? I wake up in peace. I laugh more. I sleep better. I've learned that love without loyalty is a performance, and I'm no longer the audience.